difficult to listen to, but it's important to take that information in. Everybody's opinion is valued.
What do you want people to know about the process of the last couple of months? This idea that you guys are phoning it in, this idea that you're, not up to the job. My sense is you've had a team working pretty much around the clock.
We have. We've started, in March we were dealing with the fallout of what transpired. By May we had committees in place, and information is constantly evolving and changing. We're constantly getting additional guidance up until Friday, and so information, statistics, health measures, and our own process in terms of what we're able to do continually evolves every day, and so we have to shift our thinking each and every day.
The big concern, and I'm sure you share it, is kids who aren't yet readers, K, first grade, second grade, third grade, and how you have a robust educational program done remotely for those kids. Is that your biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is health and safety. We made this decision based on health and safety concerns and ensuring that everyone is ready. Health and safety physically, health and safety social, emotionally, and educationally. And so having an opportunity to phase in and take a pause and bring teachers in and be prepared while students are getting 5-day-a-week education. We've not put off the whole school year. We've pushed it back a few weeks in order to do this. Is it a concern educationally that kids who are not reading are not going to be there every single minute with us? Sure, but that was true in the hybrid plan. There's no perfect model here. We want what we had, and everything after that is just not good enough, and we're trying to gauge priorities, which right now is health and safety.
So the guidance from health explicitly directed school districts to open schools and prioritize efforts to return all students to in-person instruction, with an exception for students who are medically fragile. And the guidance was, if a COVID infection rate remains below 5%, it is safe for all students, teachers, and staff, except the medically fragile, to return to school. Has that guidance changed? Did the numbers change in New Rochelle?
So the guidance hasn't changed and the numbers haven't changed, but in hearing concerns about around the country and in other places where things are spiking as students come to school, and giving the anxiety and changing information about who's coming in and concerns that people are raising, I think this is the most prudent way to go, to phase students in. I don't think people know what to expect, and we want to make sure that we're absolutely ready to take that over a couple of weeks. We are still prioritizing in-person instruction, just on a delayed phase-in model.
So what's your message to parents? Hang in there, be patient. I hear you, and what's the message?
We all want students to come back to school. We all want what we had in education. We just want to do it in a way that we can assure that everything we're doing is in the best interests of students, and we're going to take a little extra time to do that. Please bear with us. We care about kids. We all want to do this. This is a great community where everyone rallies around education. It is the golden ticket here in New Rochelle, and we all want to make sure that continues to be the case.
Are you hearing that other districts may go this route, delay in person?
I do. I'm hearing it from superintendents, and I'm hearing it from organizations that are talking to superintendents, that a delay is a prudent way to go in terms of phasing in, but every district is in a different situation, size, teachers, so they have to make decisions based on their communities.
And to what extent did input from Feijoo play a role in this decision?
We listen to everyone equally. Certainly the PTA Council, Feijoo, there are other organizations and community members I'm hearing from constantly, and that all plays into the decision, and ultimately someone has to make a decision which is both imperfect and not popular with some, and I landed on the decision to go virtual as a result of input and some strategic decision making.
Can I ask you directly, were you hearing that teachers were not going to return? What were you hearing from Feijoo?
So we know that there are teachers that have anxiety about coming back to school, both for medical reasons of their own, family reasons, And so, yes, there was an anxiety about coming back to school, but we absolutely were working together with our teachers to look at spaces, to visit classrooms, to measure, so that we have the best protocols in place, but there's still anxiety out there.
Anything you want to touch on?
Just that we have the best interests of students at heart in every decision that we make, and while it may not be popular with everyone, we are trying to do what we can to make sure kids are educated in a remote platform as we phase in and bring kids in for, experiences.
What did your survey tell you in terms of what the parents wanted? Was it like 1/3, 1/3, 1/3?
It was divided. I think that what parents want when you're asking them is different as we get closer. So that's a moment in time and a period of time. So I would say that people are divided about what they want to do.
Do you remember what the percentages were? How many wanted full instruction? How many wanted hybrid? How many wanted remote only?
It was about split at the
1/3.
time that we took it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Anything, Lou?
No.